Don't stop, keep on moving. The steam team keeps on cruising, helping each other every day. Don't stop, let's work together. We're the steam team, we'll go on forever. There's nothing standing in our way. No, not today. No, not today. There's nothing in our way. No, not today. And we won't stop.
Frozen to the firebox. In the summertime, the drivers on Sodor hate going in steam engines. Their hot fireboxes make the journeys long and discomforting. However, in the winter, this is anything but the case, as their warm, toasty fireboxes keep them warm all throughout the day. However, this is far from the case with the diesel engines. With diesel engines, they don't get the same satisfaction. In fact, with diesel engines, they are more prone to have engine trouble in the morning with the cold. It never seems to agree with their systems. Boko found this out one day. It was a cold January morning, and Boko was having trouble starting up. James noticed this. And this is the problem with you diesel engines. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, you always have these problems in the cold mornings. See, with steam engines, we have our burning fireboxes, warms our crews up, and it makes it much more pleasant for us to go out. Oh, clear off, James, Henry said. He can't help it. This is the problem with you diesels all around. You're lazy, you're afraid of hard work. Now, if you excuse me, I must go off and take my train. I'll be on time today, and you'll be delayed after delay after delay. And James puffed out of the sheds, leaving a set of very cross engines. For the rest of the day, James kept boasting to any broken down diesel he saw. Warmest and best, he boasted. This made the diesels cross. They started to drive the steam engine mad too. They all wanted James to get his wheels trimmed, but they didn't know how. They found out how, soon enough. Later that day, James was in the yards besides the sheds. After a great ordeal of shunting, he was preparing to return to the main shed so he can go rest for the rest of the night. However, there was an issue. Oh no, the driver said. What's wrong? The points are frozen. I can't get you out of the siding until the morning. I'm sorry, old boy. I'll have to leave you here for the night. What? You can't do that! What's wrong? Afraid of the cold? No, of course not, James said smugly, but he was. Well, I'll have my fire at least. No you won't. I'd put that out. What? Why? That's dangerous, his driver said. Now anyways, you'll be fine. The fireman will go to you first in the morning. What's the matter, James? Afraid of the cold? Henry said. No! The cold's nothing to an engine with determination. You know, I said that about the water once, Percy said. It didn't end well. Just wait, it won't end well for James either, Henry laughed. And he winked at Boko. Unfortunately for James, it started to snow in the night, and he got very little sleep. He was too cold. Oh, James shivered. I hope that fireman comes soon, he muttered. The next morning, the fireman, true to his word, came early and came to James first, but there was a problem. Oh dear. What's wrong? I can't get your fire to start, James. You're simply just too cold. Your firebox is iced. You're frozen to the firebox, so to speak. Oh, no, James said. Boko pondered. I suppose a firebox doesn't mean you're completely immune to the cold, does it, Henry? Not at all, Boko, not at all. Our James here will have delay after delay after delay. Oh, no. Sir Topham Hatt came to the yards. What's all this then, James? Can't get started. That's a shame. You were going to pull the express today. I suppose Boko can do that, seeing as he's all ready to go. You'll just stay here till you warm up, and once you have, you'll pull Boko's goods trains. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. I will, sir. Before Boko left to head off to Knapford, James quickly called out to him. Boko. Yes, James? Sorry for the comments on your lack of a firebox. I suppose you're useful with or without one. Apology accepted, James. I think you'll be learning your lesson all day. The trucks love messing with an engine on icy rails. Oh, trust me. I know, James said. Well, anyways, off with you, Boko. Go to the station, collect the coaches. The passengers are waiting. Yes, indeed. I bet they're warm right now. Very funny. As he watched Boko roll away, He reminded himself for the future to never boast about his firebox again.